You're the guy for explaining string theory in the easiest way. And will you be doing that tonight? And can you do it for our viewers in a minute or so?
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of string theory tonight. I mean, the basic idea is trying to realize a dream that Einstein himself had, which is to find the theory that might describe everything in the universe, the big stuff, the small stuff, and everything in between. Now, Einstein looked for it but never found it, and we think we may possibly have that theory in our hands today. We just have not been able to test it yet. It's so complex that we don't know if it actually describes our universe, but at least on paper, this theory seems to do what Einstein wanted it to do.
So you start with atoms.
Yep.
And then you work your way down to the protons and
you keep on going.
neutrons and then quarks.
Quarks are inside of those, exactly.
Okay, and then the filaments that perhaps are part of string theory.
That's right. So the conventional idea is exactly the one you're saying. You've got atoms. Atoms have a nucleus with neutrons and protons. You got the quarks inside of those, just like you said. And that's where the conventional ideas stop. String theory proposes that there's another layer, another Russian doll, if you will, inside the sequence that we haven't yet found experimentally. But the theory is that the new ingredient is a little tiny filament. Looks like a piece of string, vibrating in the heart of all matter. And the different vibrations of the string give rise to the different kinds of particles that make the universe so rich.
Are we even close to the technology that would be able to detect something like that?
Probably not. Probably not. And I don't say that with glee. Some people say, oh, you love that. There isn't technology to test these ideas because you can't be proven wrong. That's so silly. You know, you go around once in life. You want to be working on something that's true, that's correct. We want to experiment, but these filaments, if they exist, are probably so tiny that we need machines that are far more powerful than anything we currently have to be able to probe such tiny, tiny distances.
Another concept you talked about in one of your videos that I think a lot of people would find fascinating is the concept of time. And perhaps it's not the river flowing that we all think it is, but that everything that has ever happened has already happened.
When it comes to time travel, Einstein himself laid out a blueprint for how to do it. This is not science fiction. If you want to travel to the future, he told us what you do. You build a spaceship, you go really fast out into space, near the speed of light. It's hard to do that, but that's technology, not physics. But you go out very fast and you turn around and you come back. When you step out of your ship, you may have aged 1 year if it was 6 months out and 6 months back, but on Earth, 10 years may have gone by, or 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000, all depending on how close to the speed of light your ship actually went. When you step out of your ship, you will step into the future. There is no scientist alive who knows what they're talking about who contests this. This is how the world, the universe actually works.
Is there anything that scares you about what you might find out? For instance, I just read an article this morning in which Stephen Hawking was talking about AI and how, to him, that's kind of a frightening dilemma for humans to try to control that and not be overtaken by it. I mean, I think of like the movie The Matrix.
Well, I think I'm an optimist at the most deepest level. I think that there are many rich and puzzling, mysterious, provocative ideas that come out of science. But I think ultimately we as a species figure out how to make it all work and to go forward in a way that is sensible. So we may have hiccups here and there, but ultimately I have confidence that we're going to come through just fine.